Hi guys, this is today's SAT question, and this is for March 18th. Ignore that it says here Monday, sorry, it's from last year. But I've been finding those very useful since they have the detailed explanation. So right here the question says, it's a calculator aloud question, and you can see it's linked to geometry in a way. The sector of a circle shown has center at point O. And as you guys see, I annotated a sector of a circle is a part of a circle. It's not a whole circle. And they said it has a center O. So right away, even if they did not tell me OC is a radius, because center to outside of a circle, that is a radius. So the radius is 1.4, but they did tell me that after. Radius of a circle has a length 1.4. So that's the R, the radius. And arc AC has a length of 2.1. So the arc AC has a length of 2.1. This should remind you of arc length formula. So right away, I wrote S equal R theta, arc length formula. What do I have from this? I have the 2.1, which they just gave me, and the 1.4, which is the R. So very easily, I can calculate theta, which is 1.5, because 2.1 divided by 1.4 is 1.5, and you're allowed to use a calculator. And theta, by definition, is a central angle given the formula. So I look right here, and what is the central angle in this case? It's not theta, but it's O. So I know all this is 1.5. Now, some of you might say, why did I divide it by 2? So 0.75, 0.75. The reason why comes from the last part of the question. Line segment OB is perpendicular to the chord AC and bisects the angle AOC. AOC has a bisector, which is OB. And bisector means it divides the angle in half. So 1.5 divided by 2, that's 0.75 on each one. If you look at the answer choices, now it makes sense where the 0.75 comes from. It also makes sense where the 1.5 comes from. Now let's continue. What does it say? What is the length L of chord AC? And all those are vocabulary words from geometry. Chord of a circle, it's a line or a line segment that connects 2 points on the circle. So AC are 2 points on the circle. That line that connects them is a chord of the circle. So the question is to find L, and you can see it right here, which is the same as AC. And here's what they had right here. I can look, I divided this into yellow and green, and the reason why I divided it, because those two are 90-degree angles, which means those two triangles are right triangle, and I can only do trig ratio in right triangle. How do I know I need to use trig ratio? From the multiple choice. If you guys remember, we say when we annotate, we don't only annotate the question, but we annotate the possible responses as well. So I see sine, cosine, sine, cosine. Let me look here. I need to find AC, and AC is across from the angle I know. So I know right away I'm going to use opposite, and opposite means I need to use the sign. So this is the reason why I crossed both cosines, the B and the D. Now I'm left with 2.8, 0.75, 1.4, 1.5. So let me apply this. What's the sign of 0.75 in this yellow triangle? It's the opposite, which is AB, over hypotenuse, which is 1.4. But that way, I only find AB, which is half of what I'm supposed to find. Again, how would I know half? They said OB, perpendicular and bisects. That's what we call perpendicular bisector. Cuts the angle in half and cuts the segment in half. So this is AB, but I don't want AB. I want AC, which is double. So this is where you guys see I doubled it, and double of 1.4 is 2.8, sine of 0.75. So the 2 multiplies the outside only. It does not multiply the angle. This is where and why I chose A, 2.8 sine of 0.75. And hope this helps. It's not an easy question, and you guys might say, oh, how would I think that way? But the more you see it, again, just to recap, when I saw arc length, I used the formula. I have both. I don't have the angle. I found the angle. I divided it in half because of the word bisector. And I know I'm supposed to find AC, and it's opposite. So I eliminated cosines because opposite means use sine. And sine of 0.75 is this over 1.4, and you need double of it.